Coming out tonight, and I know the Kennards are very humbled by the crowd, and pulling into our parking lot tonight, you can kind of sense that basketball season was near, and kind of got the juices going. And we welcome you here tonight, and just like typical Kennard family, they wanted to make mention of something before we get started, and acknowledge something that happened this past week. And the fact that we had another young man, senior, that found a great fit for him and his basketball and educational career in Evan Crow, verbally committing to Taylorsville. Along with all the other seniors and guys on our team this year, I'm the lucky guy, and our basketball staff is here today that gets to coach these guys. And it's an honor for me to be here tonight, as well as the other coaches, and to let Luke have his moment. It wasn't long ago that he verbally committed to further his career at Duke University, and I can tell you since then, he's really improved his game, went out and represented the USA, did a lot of other great things this summer. And the scary part is he's improved in a lot of different areas in his game for this year. And it's going to be an exciting year for us here at Franklin. But tonight is about him and making it official on paper and ink to further his career at Duke University. And talking with the news today, the newspapers today, one thing I kept saying was that Duke University is getting a special young man, not only on the court, but off the court. Without further ado, I'm going to have his father, Mark, come up and speak on behalf of him and Jennifer and the rest of the family and Lauren. And then last, Luke will say a few things, and then he will sign his letter of intent. Hopefully he'll sign it in the right place. We've been making sure we've got the right place for him to sign. But everyone, please welcome Mark Kennard.
Luke, when he heard I was getting to speak, because I love to speak. And Dad, please keep it to 25 minutes. But anyway, first of all, Evan Crow, you're awesome. Great job, man. You deserve it. Matt, Dalamo, and Evan, these guys have been with Luke for most, but Matt and Evan have. And Dalamo came around 2 or 3 years ago. They have been unbelievable teammates. Unbelievable teammates. And without those guys, you're not where you're at. So, congratulations, Evan. Proud of it. This is from Jennifer and I, and she can't speak and she'll cry. But this is a great day for the Kennards and the Quinners and for Luke. I mean, I'm proud of that boy right there. I tell him that all the time, and I love him more than anything. But I want to thank a few people. I'm not going to thank them. I think it was thank committed, but I want to thank God first of all. Because without him, we wouldn't be here today. And I thank the Lord for giving me a great family. My in-laws are questionable. They're pretty good. But I want to thank everyone for coming. I mean, you guys, this community has been so good with Luke. And I can't tell you, and I mean this from my heart, how appreciative I am of how good you guys have been to my son and my daughter. Lauren, I gotta say something about Lauren. She graduated. Thank goodness she's off the Kennard scholarship. But I'm really proud of her. I'm proud of both of them in a lot of different ways. And, she's a great gal. So, but I am glad she's off the scholarship. But anyway, I'll get rolling here. I do want to thank everybody again for coming, because I really appreciate you guys, I really do. I want to thank his teammates. The community has been awesome. The administration, I want to thank the administration. I want to thank the coaching staff. I want to thank Coach Bells and his family. And I'll be the first one. I don't care if this gets Luke more playing time or not. But Coach Bells and his family has been special to us. And he's a great fan. And I don't care if people say, well, he's brown nosed, and I don't care. He's a great friend of mine. He's a great friend of our family, him and Jamie. And I appreciate him. My family has been great. I could thank everybody in here, but I do want to talk about my family. And Jennifer and I want to thank my mom and dad. They've been there. I'm so thankful for that. Rhonda and Aaron, you guys have been awesome. Todd, you know, everybody knows Todd. But anyway, they've helped out a lot, and I'm so appreciative. My aunts and uncles, my cousins. I mean, I could go by, I don't want to miss anybody, so I say my aunts, uncles, and cousins. I'm appreciative of them. They're all here. And I'm thankful that they've supported Luke. Susie and Sonny, Linda, Missy, Brent, Brandy, who traveled from Chicago to be here. Jeff and his wife. David and Tracy. Denny, Sam. I could go on and on, but these guys right here, my family and Jennifer's family have been awesome, and I appreciate it. And if half the bleachers are saved and you can't get a seat, blame Susie. That's it, I told you. But anyway, and then last but not least, of my family, George and Audrey. I know they're watching. And I appreciate them when they were on this earth, still do. So. And another person, I want to thank Coach K and his staff. They have been I talked to Coach K today, and I truly believe, because he's a sincere person, that he means this from his heart. He was so excited. He's so excited that as soon as Luke signs, I got to take a picture and send it to him. And by NCAA rules, he can start talking about Luke. So I've got to do that as soon as this is over. But I just can't say enough about Coach K. He's been great to us. Last but not least, about this fellow right here. And I'm trying not to get too emotional, but the only thing I want to do is that next June and July, I'm going to say, Luke, let's go to the gym, and you're not going to be here. And that's going to be rough, because I've been taking him to the gym since he was like 2 or 3 years old. But I've got Lauren. I've got Lauren and Jennifer to take. Now their shots and their dribbling not very good. We can improve on that. So I'm proud of Luke. He's a great young man. He's worked hard. The good Lord blessed him with talent. I say that to everybody. He has worked hard. He sacrificed a lot. He's a great young man. I love him more than anything. I tell him that all the time. And I'll turn it over to him. Thank you.
It was a pretty good time. First off, I just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. It really means a lot. I just want to take some time just to thank some people that have been with me throughout my life, that have helped and supported me through this journey that I did. So first off, I just want to thank God. There's no way I can be in this position without Him. No matter mom and dad, sister, the love and support that they've given me throughout my entire life. Coaches, from kindergarten to now, I want to thank them for everything they've done. Especially Coach Bales, his family, for everything they've done for me. Really appreciate that. My other family members, all over here tonight, they've been great. And some around the town, like my dad said, that just really shows that the support that they have for me. The teachers, principals, and other school calling Mr. Dines. I don't know if he's here tonight, but I want to thank him for coming in for extra hours for the treatments that he's given me. I greatly appreciate that. Dr. Chamberlain as well. Frank Beck for his motivation words that he shared with me during his workouts in the off-season. My teammates, seniors especially, for their support. There's no other team I've had to be playing for and with you guys. They're there too. Friends, for all the support also, and just for putting up with me these years. The community, thank all of you. Franklin's truly a special place. I just want to thank everyone for supporting me. And lastly, Coach K and his staff for recruiting me and giving me this opportunity to play college basketball. It's been a dream come true since I was a little kid. Again, thank you. Go Duke.
Here in just a second, Luke will sign his letter of intent and make sure it makes its way to Duke. But, sitting over there listening to him, I recalled the trip that my wife and I and children were making to Oklahoma. And I'll never forget when my phone rang and it had a number from North Carolina. And I wasn't sure who it was. I was getting calls all the time about Luke. I actually joked all the time about they need to buy me a new cell phone. But I answered the phone going down Interstate 70. And on the other end of the phone, a guy said, is this Brian Bales? And I said, yes. And he says, this is Mike Krzyzewski. And I about wrecked my car. I can tell you now, to be honest, I did click at the speakerphone because I wanted my wife and my son and my daughter to hear the conversation. But the one thing he said to me that stuck with me, he had watched Luke play in an AAU tournament. He said he was supposed to go somewhere else, changed his plans, stayed the night, watched him for a second time. He was supposed to go somewhere else, changed his plans, stayed the night, watched him for the third day in a row. And he said, I know he's being recruited by everybody in the country. He can go to this school, and that'd be great. He could come to Duke, he could walk with kings and queens. And I'm telling you right now, Luke Kennard will be an American favorite wherever he goes. And I truly believe that as well. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and have Luke sign in the correct spot. Okay?